So Pacelli will face a 3rd down and 7 to go. Their ball will be on their 44-yard line. Pacelli's coming off of a win last week against Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, in which they pretty much dominated the entire game. I mean, defensively, they pitched a shutout. The score was 21-0. Elliott with another 3 touchdown passes. All the scoring came in the first half of that game. And again, against a team like Wittenberg-Burnhamwood that's very good at running the ball, have a multifaceted running attack, Pacelli performed really well. So they're looking to use that as momentum against one of the state's best teams in Amherst here. And they've got their work cut out for them on 3rd and 7 at their own 44-yard line here. They should get the play that they wanted with that timeout. And let's see what they come up with. 4 wide receiver set. 1 running back. Elliott in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. And Elliott is going to be taken down, and he fumbled the ball. And it's going to be recovered by Pacelli. Boy, that was a close one. Amherst with a really good chance there to pick that one up, but they just kind of rolled over it. And Pacelli did recover. No gain on the play. In fact, they probably lost about 3 yards on that one. So we'll bring up a 4th and 10. And Pacelli will be forced to punt. O'Sullivan, back to punt. And it's off. And it's kind of a low line driver, and that is fair caught. And Amherst will take over on about the 28-yard line, their own 28, for their second series. And Amherst moved the ball with relative ease in their first series, and Pacelli's going to have to figure this out on defense. As the Falcons stay in a 4-receiver set, number 12 goes in motion once again. There's a pass, and that is number 15, and it was off his hands and incomplete, bringing up a 2nd and 10 situation for Amherst. Ball on their 27-yard line.
2nd down.
Four wide receiver set again. This time it's a quarterback keeper, and they catch up to him after about a 9-yard gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for Amherst.
Number 7, Garrett Groshek with quarterback keeper.
And there's a timeout for Amherst, so we'll step away for a second here.
Timeout, Amherst.
6-0, Amherst is leading Pacelli. 3:44 to go in the first quarter.
C team and JV will start at 6, with the varsity starting at 7:30 p.m. And we will also be traveling to Bonneville on Thursday, September 19th for conference matchup. The C team and JV teams will play at 5:30, and the varsity will be at 7 p.m.
Thank you.
Number 7, Garrett Groshek, quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 75, Nate.
Pacelli with the stop on 2nd down. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 for Amherst on the 36-yard line. And Pacelli would like nothing more than to shut the Falcons' offense down here and give themselves pretty good field position, but that's easier said than done as the handoff goes inside, and that's to Zableski, and that is another big gain, about 8 yards for, give him 9 yards for Amherst. And they go to a hurry-up set here as they run some players off. 4 wide receivers once again. Handoff goes inside, and that's to number 34. And that's Austin Bolt. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Boelte. As Amherst is moving the ball, and they are moving fast now. Bolte, I guess we'll call it.
First down, Amherst.
Pacelli showing blitz. Handoff goes inside, and that's to 34 again, and he's stopped immediately by Pacelli's defense for no gain. That'll be 2nd and 10 to go on the 46-yard line. 2:33 to go in the first quarter. Amherst is up 6-0 over Pacelli.
Second down.
Groshek calling the play from the shotgun. 2 wide receivers on either side. Pacelli showing blitz. And they're coming, and there's a pass and a wide open number 44. And that's going to be all the way down from the 46 to the 1-yard line. That's Garth Groshek, so one Groshek to another. All the way to the 1-yard line. And Amherst hurries up again. What a nice pass there by number 7. Garrett Groshek down the right sideline to Garth Groshek, and Amherst is going to look to punch it in here. Quarterback keeps it, and he is in. That's number 7. Garrett Groshek with a touchdown for Amherst, as the Falcons take a 12-0 lead in the first quarter. And that was set up by that beautiful pass from one Groshek to the other. "46-yard pass play that set up that touchdown. And there's the extra point is up, and that's good. And all of a sudden we have a 13-0 Amherst lead.
Amherst 13, Pacelli 0.
Tough start for Pacelli in this one. After really taking it to Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, the Chargers last week find themselves in a 13-0 hole with 1 minute and 56 seconds left, and this just shows you how powerful and potent this Falcons offense can be. But there's still a lot of football left to go in this one, folks, as Pacelli prepares to field this kickoff. And there it is. And Hart is back, and he'll take that on the line. Picking his way through, he gets to about the 28-yard line. And Pacelli will take over on offense. 1:51 to go in the first quarter. Amherst up 13-0 on a touchdown run by their quarterback, Garrett Groshek. And also a touchdown run by number 25. That was Wyatt Brooks. That was the first touchdown score. So Pacelli will take over on their 29-yard line and see if they can get something going on offense here. Pacelli lines up. They've got 3 receivers on to Elliott's left. Feltz goes in motion. And Elliott looking over the middle, and Feltz looking for the penalty there, and he gets it against number 34, Amherst. That's Austin Bolte. And that will breathe a little bit of life into Pacelli's offense, as Bolte was hanging on Feltz. Feltz, like I said, is a big target for Elliott, and Elliott has definitely sought him out early in this one so far. So we'll have as they mark off the yardage here.
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty.
First down.
So Pacelli will get a first down on the 44-yard line.
Down Pacelli.
And I guess that's one way to pick up yardage against this potent Falcons defense. Elliott back in the shotgun. One receiver to his left, two to his right, three to his right. Feltz goes in motion. And then targeted one more time, but that one is over his head. I'm not quite sure if that was for O'Sullivan or Feltz. Nonetheless, it falls between the two of those receivers, incomplete, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. 1:44 to go in the first quarter here. Amherst leading 13-0 after touchdown runs by Garrett Groshek, their quarterback, and also Wyatt Brooks. Now 2nd and 10. Elliott still in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. Elliott looking to his right and sees, and that one is intercepted as it tipped up in the air, and it's number 52. Number 52 for Amherst.
Number 4 is Elliott's pass, intercepted by number 52.
That's Tyler Biadish, and that's going to set up the Falcons with really good field position once again, as they will start their next drive on their own 35-yard line. It looked like Elliott was going once again for Feltz, and Feltz was covered very well on that play, and it's hard to say if Elliott did get that ball to Feltz, if that one might not have been intercepted by the secondary, but as it was tipped up in the air, and the interception was by number 52 again. That was Tyler Biadish. So Groshek is back to work now on offense. He takes it from the shotgun, and it's a read option play, and he pitches it out to number 12, and he is taken down by nice defensive play there by number 15. And that is Christopher Shabilski with the tackle, and that's about a 3-yard loss. So nice defensive play there by Pacelli, and that's exactly what they're going to need against this Falcons offense. They sniffed that one out. It looked like a read option there. Handoff was going, it looked like, up the middle. Groshek held on to it, pitched it off to his right, and that one was stopped, sniffed out. Here's a passing play, and it's number 21, and he is wide open. Nobody covering him, and that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown for Amherst. 38 yards.
Touchdown, Amherst. Number 7, Garrett Groshek's pass, complete to number 21, Hayden Blackford.
Number 21, and that is Hayden Blackford, and Blackford got wide open somehow. Nobody was covering him for Pacelli, and that one went for a 38-yard touchdown, the 3rd touchdown of the game in the first quarter here for Amherst. And there's a penalty on the extra point attempt as they take a 19-0 lead with 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Amherst offense is firing on all cylinders here, and Pacelli just doesn't seem to have an answer. Great touch pass there by Groshek. Sometimes in those situations it's easy to see that your receiver is open and not be able to deliver the ball, but boy, he put it right on him that time. And Blackford found his way to the end zone without being touched, and the extra point is up, and that is good.
Extra point attempt is good.
And it's 20-0 Amherst over Pacelli, 59 seconds in the first quarter.
Your score.
And you're seeing why Amherst is the number one ranked team in Division 5, as they produce a turnover on an interception, which leads to a 38-yard touchdown pass. Amherst up 20-0. And the Falcons are getting ready to kick it off once again. Pacelli looking for some kind of an answer here to stop the bleeding, as they found themselves in a 20-0 hole, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. But as I said before, there's a lot of football left to be played. Amherst ready to kick. And the kick is up. And it is fielded by number 20, but he bobbles it, and there's a scramble for the ball. And it's going to be Pacelli's ball. Lucky that they covered up that play there, and they will take it at about the 20, we'll say 28-yard line. Could be 27, depending on the spot here. Looks like about the 28 from my angle. And Pacelli will start their third drive at their own 28-yard line. Their last drive, they started at the 29. Through an interception that it looked like it bounced off of their offensive lineman, was scooped up by Amherst, which led to the big touchdown pass from Groshuk to Blackford. So Pacelli starts. This time they have 4 wide receivers. Feltz goes in motion. And Elliott's going to keep it, and he goes to his left, and he's looking for the corner there, but can't really find much room to run. Might have lost a yard on that one.
Isaac Elliott with the quarterback keeper. Number 60, Colton Bolte with the tackle. Second down.
Second down and 12 now. Ball on the 25 for Pacelli. 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Amherst leading 20-0. Falcons flexing their muscles here in the first quarter against a very good Pacelli team. I mean, they've played well so far this season. First game played really well against St. Mary's Springs. Last week they picked up a huge win against Wittenberg-Burnham. I know they were trying to use that as momentum, as Elliott is in the shotgun, and he gets the pass off, and it's to O'Sullivan, and he picks up about 8 yards on the play. Nice slant there by O'Sullivan, working in traffic. And that's the thing about these Pacelli receivers. They're big, they're athletic, and they can make catches. One thing that Amherst has been doing has been pressuring Elliott quite a bit, which makes it obviously hard for him to get rid of the ball, use the kind of timing that he likes. But there's an instance where he had a little bit of time to throw, and he was able to connect with O'Sullivan on the slant. So we got a third down and about 3 to go. Ball is on the 34-yard line for Pacelli. Elliott's back in the shotgun. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Feltz goes in motion. Elliott ranges to his right, and he throws it, and it's caught by number 15, and that's Shabilsky. And that will be a first down for Pacelli. Cardinals maybe found a little something that they can work with here in the first quarter. 3 seconds left, and this is going to be the last play of the first quarter as Amherst takes a 20-0 lead into the second quarter. Amherst up 20-0 over the Cardinals of Pacelli. Will step away for 1 second here as the teams switch sides of the field. Thank you for joining this broadcast on CentralWisconsinSports.net. If you have any comments for us, you can use, if you look to the right of that, of the video box, there's a tab sort of thing for social stream. You can send us a message if it's too loud, or, if there's anything I guess you would like to say. And we'll try to answer you in due course here. 20-0, Pacelli up. And Pacelli's offense huddles up here as they are facing a 1st and 10 on their 41-yard line. 41 might be a little bit generous. 3 wide receivers to the right, and Feltz goes into motion as Elliott looks to his left, then to his right, and the pass is off, intended for number 88. And that is Christopher Karch, another big receiver for the Pacelli Cardinals, but that one is no good. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line. 20 points scored by Amherst in the first quarter there. Pacelli unable to get much going on offense. This is their best drive so far of the game. They picked up a first down, and now they're faced with a 2nd and 10 from about the 40-yard line as Elliott is back in the shotgun once again. Lone receiver to the left, that's O'Sullivan. Feltz comes in motion to the left. Elliott looking to his left. He goes to Feltz over the middle. That's a nice gainer there. That's about 8-yard gain for Feltz. And Feltz is a weapon that they can use against this Amherst defense. He's a big target, athletic, and he's not afraid to work over the middle, as you saw just right there. 11:38 to go in the second quarter here. We just got started in this quarter as Pacelli's putting together a decent drive. They'd like to pick up a first here on 3rd and 3 at their own 48-yard line. Elliott is back in the shotgun. Feltz once again in motion. Elliott looking to his left, can't see anything. He's got a lot of time. Goes back to his right, and that's number 88. Nice catch there, and that's Christopher Karch one more time. And that's all the way to the 39-yard line of Pacelli, and all of a sudden the Cardinals have something going on offense. They were bottled up pretty well in their first 3 series against Amherst, but now they are driving, and that takes it down to the 39-yard line where they will have a 1st and 10. And perhaps Pacelli has found something. Elliott had plenty of time to throw in that situation. He looked to his left. Nothing was open, and he went back to his right. Pretty much went through his progressions there and found Karch. Once again, Elliott looking to his left, and there's a drop pass, and that's number 15, Shabilski. Shabilski probably kicking himself a little bit after that one, looking at his hands. Probably a catch that he would make 9 times out of 10. However, that brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line here for Pacelli. As the Cardinals line up after the play is called, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Feltz once again goes into motion, and there's a stoppage of play, and let's see what happened here. Delay of game called against Pacelli. You hate to have a penalty, 5-yard penalty like that when you're driving the ball. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 now, make things just that much more difficult for the Cardinals. The ball will be on, we'll call it the 49-yard line. Cardinals line up once again. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Elliott's back in the shotgun. Feltz goes in motion. Elliott's back looking to his left. Finds Feltz, and looked like he might have been harassed a little bit in the middle there, but the officials are letting him play. No foul on the play.
Jake Feltz, incomplete. Number 6,
that'll bring up a now 3rd and 15, so after what seemed like a very promising drive for the Cardinals to start out the second quarter, they find themselves in a 3rd and 15 situation with the ball on the 44-yard line. 10:33 to go in the second quarter. Elliott back in the shotgun, this time 3 receivers to his left. Feltz goes in motion once again, covered by Zableski. Elliott flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to run and nearly gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Give him 3 yards on the carry. That'll bring a 4th down now, and Pacelli will punt, it looks like, with O'Sullivan, number 1, directing traffic here. And there's not much you can do in this situation on a 4th and 12 other than try to pin Amherst back deep in their own territory and let your defense go to work, and that's what they're going to do. High punt by O'Sullivan, not very deep, and it's going to bounce, takes a Amherst bounce, and it'll be downed at, we'll call it the 24-yard line, 25. And Amherst will take over once again on offense. So after a promising set of downs there for Pacelli and moving the sticks, they're unable to sustain the drive, keep it going. Penalty kind of hurt them there at the end after a couple of incomplete passes. So once again, the Falcons will take over on offense after their last drive, in which they scored a touchdown, passing touchdown. That was a 38-yard touchdown pass from Garrett Groshek to, that was number 25, I believe it was 25. Wyatt Brooks, could be wrong about that. My notes are on the wrong page here. But anyways, Groshek back, and he's looking to pass, flushed out of the pocket, and fakes the pass, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards on that play. Nice athletic play by Groshek there. Looked like Pacelli had a chance to take him down right about the line of scrimmage, but he did make a nice fake there, head fake,
Number 7, Garrett Groshek,
and was able to scramble for
tackled by number 76, Kirby.
about 6 yards.
Second down.
Bring it down well, they're going to give him 7, so 2nd down and 3 to go. Ball's on the 32-yard line. Groshek is back. Receiver goes in motion. Handoff is inside and pushes the pile up to first down territory for Amherst. That will move the sticks. And Amherst is taking no time getting back up to the line as Groshek looks things over. Takes the snap. Handoff is inside, and that's to Zableski, and Zableski carries a load, and that's a 10-yard gain for Zableski. Amherst with another first down. 9:25 to go here in the second quarter. Amherst is up 22-0 over the Pacelli Cardinals, and Amherst is wasting no time as they line up for their offensive series once again here. And this time they're met in the back line, and that was number 74.
Number 7, Garrett Groshek, the quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 76, Kirby Lawless.
Excuse me, number 76, Kirby Lawless. And boy, he tackled 2 people, had one guy in each arm, brought them both down. I guess that's the way he stopped this Falcons offense. And now Groshek off to his left, and he missed tackle there, and that's a 12-yard gain at least by Groshek once again, and that will move the sticks for Amherst. 8:48 to go now. But there is a flag on the play, and that will probably be holding on the offense. That seems to be the early indication, and it is. So instead of a 1st and 10 on about the 38-yard line for Amherst, they will be pushed back into a 2nd and 21 situation.
Spot call, 10-yard penalty, repeat, 2nd down.
I'm not sure who that holding penalty was on, but nonetheless it pushes Pacelli back, or excuse me, Amherst back. So we got a 2nd and 17 situation here. And that handoff is stopped by Pacelli. That was number 34 for Amherst.
Austin Bolte. 3rd down.
Groshek looking over the plays, lines everybody up. Takes the snap, passes off to his right. It's off the fingertips of number 15 there, Davis Cowden. So that is a nice stop by Pacelli there on defense. The first time their defense has stopped Amherst, and Amherst will be forced to punt. Kudrowski and Elliott back deep for Pacelli. And there's the punt, and it's low, and it is Kudrowski lets it go by him, and that will roll down to about the 16-yard line. So Pacelli will have a long field to work with here. We are at 8:02 left to go in the second quarter. Amherst leading the Pacelli Cardinals 20-0. Pacelli had a decent drive going on the last series, but were ultimately held up by a penalty that cost them, and they were forced to punt. So we'll see what the Cardinals have up their sleeves this time for the this vaunted Amherst Falcon defense. 8:02 to go in the second quarter. Ike Elliott is back in the shotgun. Feltz is going in motion as he's done most of the game. It's an out pattern by Feltz, and there he goes. He gets the ball. and he can run after he catches it, and that'll be a first down for Pacelli. Nice little out route there by Feltz, and Isaac Elliott goes all the way over to the sideline to pat him on the shoulders and say nice run after the catch there. First down for Pacelli. Ball's all the way to the 31-yard line as the Cardinals line up one more time. This time Feltz to the left, O'Sullivan, the lone receiver, to the right. Feltz goes in motion. Elliott looking. Now he's flushed out of the pocket and throws to number 15, Shabilsky, but it's off his fingertips, and I have a feeling that this is going to be a... Oh, sorry for the camera there. And this is going to be a holding penalty, I believe, against Pacelli.
Holding on the offense.
And that is going to hurt, as Pacelli will be forced back. So Pacelli will be facing a 1st and 20 situation. Ball's on the 21-yard line. We're in the second quarter, 7:32 to go. Amherst still leading 20-0. All the scoring done for Amherst in the first quarter. Neither team has scored yet here in the second. So Pacelli with the 1st and 20. Isaac Elliott is back in the shotgun. Feltz goes in motion. Elliott takes a snap, looks to his left, passes off, and that's intercepted, and that's number 51, and he is looking for the end zone, and he is in. Number 51
Touchdown.
for Amherst. Jamie Doka,
Number 51, Jamie
Doka, excuse me,
Interception.
with the interception, returned all the way for a touchdown. And that will put Amherst up 26-0. 7:23 to go in the second quarter. Falcons in control of this one. Second interception tonight. That one returned for a touchdown. And Amherst lines up for the extra point attempt. And it's up, and it's good, and that is a 27-0 lead for the Falcons. And we will step away for a second, as the teams get ready for the kickoff. And we're back as Amherst kicks it off. Ball bounces, and Pacelli gathers it up there at about the 26-yard line. So Pacelli will start their next drive at about the 26-yard line. Clock's still running for some reason. We're at 7:13 in the second quarter. Amherst up 27-0. And I think you've seen just about every facet of Amherst's team, as the Falcons have intercepted 2 passes, one of them returned for a touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns for Amherst, 1 in the air, and 1 defensive touchdown. So they have been absolutely dominant so far here in the first half of this one, as Pacelli looks to get something going here before halftime. They still have plenty of time to get on the board and go to halftime with a little bit of confidence. But that last one hurts That's a tough one to throw an interception that's returned for a touchdown, obviously. And we'll see how the Cardinals respond here on offense. You know, they have had some decent plays on offense. They've had Shabilsky's come up with some big catches. Feltz obviously is a big target, and he's made some nice catches here too. So it's not like they haven't been able to do anything on offense. It's just penalties and interceptions that have stopped their drive so far. So we'll see what they can do on this drive here. There's a flag, and that's against Pacelli. Procedural penalty there against the Cardinals. Looks like it's going to be of the 5-yard variety. So it'll be 1st and 15 to go now. The ball should be about the 21-yard line. And again, that's the kind of stuff that's hurt Pacelli tonight, is just those simple mistakes. All of a sudden you're looking at a 1st and 15, you're on your own 21-yard line against a very good defense, and one that got the best of you the last series that you were out here. So Elliott's back in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers on either side, looks to his left, and that's Feltz on a slant on the inside, and there's a penalty flag, and that might be a pass interference play. And we'll wait to see what the call is here. And it will be against Amherst. Pass interference penalty. And that will be a big boost for this Pacelli offense. So it'll be a first down after the 15-yard penalty. Ball's at the 36-yard line. And there's a little bit of a boost for the Cardinals offense as Elliott steps back into the shotgun once again. 2 wide receivers on either side. 1 running back behind him. This time Shabilsky goes in motion. And that's a false start penalty. So right after they gain 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, they're pushed back by 5 yards. So we'll be looking at a 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. So 3 penalties in a row, 2 on Pacelli and 1 on Amherst. No time has run off the clock yet, if you can believe that. And here we go. Elliott handoff inside to number 20. Kudrowski picks up a couple. Actually, I think they're just going to mark him back at the line of scrimmage, possibly. So we're looking at about a 2nd and we'll say 14 for Pacelli. Pacelli has not run the ball much at all tonight. Almost every single play that they've done has been a passing play. I think they've run it maybe 3 times so far in this game. So they've been pass heavy, and frankly, the passing has been working just fine. Working these big receivers against the secondary of the Falcons. Feltz goes in motion to the left. Elliott with a quick pass, and that is incomplete. Looked for a second like it might be another interception there, but it did fall incomplete. Bringing up a 3rd down and 15. The ball's still on the 31-yard line. 6:33 to go in the second quarter here. Amherst is up 27-0. Another big 3rd down here for the Pacelli Cardinals.
Winning ticket number tonight is worth $221.
$221 for the 50-50 tonight. That's not so bad. They don't make it all the way up here on the roof, though, folks. I'm just up here by myself. That's not true. There's 2 guys up here filming. Elliott is flushed out of the pocket, and he rushes down. Will be short of the 1st down by quite a bit, so it'll probably be a punting situation here for Pacelli.
Quarterback keeper, 4th down.
And O'Sullivan, the punter, gathers his troops and steps back. And Amherst is going to get this ball with plenty of time left, 6:28 to go. And they're going to have pretty good field position as the punt is away. And it's fielded by Groshek And he is off to the races down the left-hand side, where he is met finally by O'Sullivan, who puts his shoulder down and stops Groshek. And Amherst will start their next drive at the 44-yard line. 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Amherst up 27-0 over the Pacelli Cardinals. Seen a little bit of everything from Amherst so far. Groshek's got a nice touch on the passes. They've run the ball with great efficiency. So once again, you're seeing why they are the #1 ranked team in Division V football for the state of Wisconsin. Groshek back in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. That looked like a false start penalty there, but Groshek takes it himself and gets into the second level there, where he picks up, we'll say, 7 yards. 6:07 to go now. Second quarter. Amherst has come out of their hurry-up offense as the play comes in from the sideline. They're being a little bit more deliberate on this this drive than they have been in the past. See what they've got going here. Keep 4 receivers out on the field as the snap comes, and Groshek keeps it himself, and he is met, and 71 was in on the tackle there for Pacelli.
Number 7, Garrett Groshek with quarterback keeper. Tackled by number 79.
79 it was. John Lawless for Pacelli. Amherst takes a timeout. They've got a 3rd and 1 coming up. The ball will be at the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 36 for a first down. 5:26 to go here in the second quarter. Amherst still leading 27-0 over the Pacelli Cardinals in the CWC 8 matchup. Trying to look for some scores around the league here. I did get some tweets. Shiocton was up early 8-0 over Manawa. That's early in the first. And at the end of first, Shiocton was still up 8-0 over Manawa. I don't know. Look out for that Manawa team this year. They might come up and surprise some people, especially holding Shiocton to 8 points in that first quarter. That's not bad. That's pretty impressive.
7, 6, 0, 1. Once again, that winning 50-50 raffle ticket number for $221 is 7, 6, 0, 1. If you have that winning ticket number, please.
And Amherst is back on offense as Groshek is in the shotgun. 2 receivers on either side. Groshek changing the play, it looks like. Receiver goes in motion, and it's handed off to number 12, and he is sniffed out immediately by number 4. That's Ike Elliott, and what a nice play there for a loss by Ike Elliott on a 3rd and 1. Huge stop for Pacelli as Amherst will, they're thinking it over here, but they will, I believe, bring out their punter. And we'll see what they've got in mind here against the Pacelli Cardinals. They're already up 27-0. 4th and 7 this is. And they are going to go for it on a 4th and 7. The ball's on the 41-yard line. Pacelli would like nothing more than to stop them here and get the ball back with decent field position. Groshek looks over the middle, and the pass is behind number 5. That was, number 5 is Trenton Piotrowski. And what a huge stop for Pacelli. That was a quick passing play that if Groshek leads him just a little bit, that might have been completed and probably would have been a first down, but Pacelli takes over now on the 41-yard line. 4:41 to go in the second quarter. And the Cardinals have been plagued by penalties on their last couple of series. Let's see if they can eliminate some of those mistakes and get a drive going here with some of their big receivers against this Falcons secondary. Number 15, that is a timeout there, and wisely by Mark Lusick, head coach of the Amherst Falcons, as number 12 for Pacelli. That's Brett Barton, was wide open all by himself on the right-hand side of the field. And if they had snapped that ball and gotten it to him, he would have had literally nobody between him and the end zone. So Lusick smartly takes a timeout. Amherst was kind of confused, it looked like, on that defensive set. They got up to the line a little bit late, and like I said, the receiver was wide open on the right-hand side there. So smart timeout by Amherst. 4:41 to go now in the second quarter, 27-0 still. Pacelli losing to the Falcons of Amherst. Ball's on the 41-yard line. Pacelli has struggled to do much on offense. They've completed passes to their big wide receivers, Jake Feltz among them, but just penalties have been a problem for them, and also turnovers. 2 interceptions so far by Isaac Elliott. One of them was a tip ball that ended up getting picked off, and the other was just a great play by the Amherst defensive player who ended up taking that one in for a touchdown. That was number 51, Jamie Doka, on that one. It was about a 21-yard return for him. So nice play on that one. As Elliott is now not in the shotgun for the first time all night, steps back, and O'Sullivan with the catch, and that will be a gain of about 4 yards for Pacelli. So a quick strike there to O'Sullivan. 4:32 to go in the second quarter. And like I said, these receivers of Pacelli have had some success against the secondary of the Falcons. It's just the penalties that have cost them and the turnovers. So Pacelli looking to clean up the mistakes and the penalties and continue to throw to those big receivers and hope for some better production here. Elliott under center once again after being the shotgun pretty much all night. And he takes the handoff inside. That's Craig Hart, and he is going to gain about, we'll say, 2 yards. About 2 yards, which is going to bring up a 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4 to go now for Pacelli. 3:41 left in the second quarter. As Elliott goes under center once again, 2 running backs behind him, 2 wide receivers. Fakes a handoff, looks to his left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Elliott running to his left, and he's going to now take off by himself, and he had nowhere to go, really. So he ends up out of bounds. Picked up nothing on the play. They're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up a 4th and roughly 3 for Pacelli, and they are going to go for it, and why not, with 3:19 left in the second quarter, down 27-0. It looked like they had a good play called there, but the line kind of, the defensive line for Amherst broke through, flushed Elliott out of the pocket, and then he was running to his left and just didn't see anybody open down the field. So that sets up a 4th, and now they're saying 4. So a 4th and 4. Ball's on the 47-yard line. Elliott under center. Takes a snap. And it's a handoff inside. And that's going to be awfully close. Might be just short. Craig Hart just about a foot short of that first down. And Amherst is going to take over on downs. And the crowd is not very happy about that spot. And I thought, actually, up here from my vantage point, it looked like he may have pushed the pile a little bit farther forward. Nonetheless, good running play there by Hart. Good, tough run. Drug those players with him, but it's all for naught as Amherst will take over with 3:02 left to go. Amherst up 27-0. They were stopped last time on a 4th down play. About a 4th and 7, and Groshek misconnected or, threw a little bit behind his receiver. So Pacelli took over on downs and unable to get a first down there for Pacelli. So Cardinals in a defensive set now. Groshek back in the shotgun, and he hands off to Zableski, and Zableski is taken down, and that's going to be a face mask penalty, I believe, number 79 for Pacelli. Lawless, I think, might have gotten his hand up in Zableski's face, and that seems to be the indication from the referee. So there's been a lot of action these last probably 3 series at about midfield, but neither team has broken very far into each other's territory. Oh, and that's actually a holding penalty against Amherst. I thought that might have been a face masking penalty, but it was not. So that's another mistake by Amherst. Amherst rolled up 20 points in the first quarter alone, 7 here in the second quarter with 2:57 to go before halftime. Pacelli still hasn't broken into the scoring column. 1st and 19, ball's on the 41-yard line. Groshek back, fakes the pitch, and he's got a receiver and leads him out of bounds. Nice throw there, but just a tad too far out of bounds for number 25 was the intended receiver. That's Wyatt Brooks. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 19 at the 41-yard line for Amherst. And Amherst has not passed the ball a whole lot tonight, but they did have one huge completion, a 38-yard completion from Garrett Groshek to Garth Groshek. That was a touchdown pass. Groshek now back in the shotgun. Takes it, and he's looking to his left. A little double move there by number 12, and missed tackle, and he's still up. Finally taken down by Pacelli. Gain of, we'll say, 8 yards on that one, which will bring up a 3rd down and roughly 11 for Amherst. 3rd and 13. Ball's on the 47-yard line now. Just over 2 minutes to play in the half as Groshek gets everything set, and he settles back into the shotgun. 2 receivers on either side, 1 running back. Receiver goes in motion. Groshek rolls out to his right, looking for a running lane. Now he passes it down the middle to a wide open number 21. And that was Hayden Blackford, and man, he was open. And if he comes back to that ball a little bit, that's a huge reception. However, he kind of stopped in his pattern a little bit there, and the ball fell a little bit short. So, Pacelli with another defensive stop as it's 4th and 13 to go. The ball's on the 47-yard line, and is that Groshek back to punt now? Pacelli may be scratching their heads a little bit, wondering if this is going to be some kind of mischief on the Falcons' part. But the punt gets off. It's not pretty short, and it's fair caught right at about the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals will take over with 1:43 to go in the 2nd quarter, with Amherst leading 27-0. We do appreciate you joining us here on CentralWisconsinSports.net as this live streaming experiment continues to roll forward. We were able to do a couple of Spash games, and this is the first Pacelli game that we've done from the roof up here at Gerke Field. Nice night for football. The chill is definitely in the air, though, especially after the humidity that we've had earlier this week. Feels kind of good, actually. So we've got Pacelli, and Ike Elliott gets under center, I formation, and there's another procedural penalty by Pacelli, and that's a killer as it'll push him back another 5 yards. And Pacelli's had problems with penalties all night. Even when they get some drives going, it seems like they make a costly mistake here or there, which that's really, really bogged down their offense for tonight. So that's something they'll be talking about at halftime here in about 1:42. When both teams go in for halftime. 1st down and 15, ball's on the 20-yard line now. Elliott's under center. Handoff goes inside. Not much there, if anything. Might have lost half a yard. That was Hart, I believe. Yes, and Hart, not much doing. 2nd and 15 now for Pacelli. $1:17 left to go in the 2nd quarter for the Cardinals. Pacelli's gone away from their multiple receiver sets and shotgun as Elliott is flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to go down as a huge sack there by number 44 for Amherst. That's Garth Groshek, and that was a monster sack there.
3rd down.
Which brings up a 3rd and, let's see, they placed the ball at about the 11-yard line. So that will be a 3rd and a mile for Pacelli. officially 29 yards to go. There's only 20 seconds left to go in this quarter, so it looks like Pacelli's going to let it run down and then take a timeout here. So 16 seconds left to go for the Cardinals in the half, still down 27-0 against the number 1 ranked Amherst Falcons.
Attention please, Pacelli Dance Team will have a spaghetti dinner fundraiser at the Elks Lodge on October 7th. Please see any of the dancers for tickets. Your support is appreciated.
So we're in a timeout situation here for Pacelli. 16 seconds to go in the first half as the Cardinals are down 27-0 to Amherst. And the Cardinals take the field once again. One receiver to either side. Craig Hart is the up back. And Elliott takes the snap and he hands it off to, must be Kajowski back there. And he is stopped for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here at Gerke Field in Stevens Point as the Amherst Falcons take a 27-0 lead into halftime. Folks, we will be back in a matter of about 15 minutes to kick off the second half. Feel free to stay online and enjoy the halftime festivities here, as it looks like Pacelli's got a dance team or something of the sort that's coming out here. So we'll step away for a second, but we will keep the video going. Thank you for joining us here on CentralWisconsinSports.net.
Your attention, please. Could we please get you to clear the football field, off the football field, little guys? Thank you. At this time, your halftime entertainment, the 2013-2014 Pacelli Dance Team. 2014 Valley Dance Team.
Well, folks, we've got about 4.5 minutes left here in halftime. We're up on the roof here at Gerke Field in Stevens Point as Amherst is leading 27-0 over Pacelli. And Amherst has dominated this game in just about every way possible. Scored 20 points in the first quarter and then ran into some penalty problems in the second quarter, but were able to score seven more points on a interception return for a touchdown. And the Cardinals have struggled on offense, as you might suspect, but penalties have been a large part of that. So the Cardinals will be looking to clean up some of those mistakes coming into the second half here. So 27-0, Amherst is leading Pacelli. It's cool up here, man. It's kind of a cold night here at Gerke Field in Stevens Point, but a nice night for football. Pretty big crowd tonight on both sides. Amherst, of course, is ranked number 1 in the state in among Division 5 teams. So Pacelli knew that they were going to have a fight on their hands coming into this one, and Amherst did not disappoint, especially in that first quarter. 2 interceptions that the Falcons have gotten against the Cardinals here tonight. And like I said, one of those was returned for a touchdown. The other highlight for the Cardinals was a 38-yard pass reception from Garrett Groshek to Garth Groshek down the right sideline for a touchdown. That was in the first quarter. So Amherst pretty much in control here. However, there's a lot of football left to be played, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. We do want to welcome several of our viewers here tonight, including Katie Collish and Hadley Collish. We're glad to have you aboard. And everybody else that's been with us for pretty much the entire broadcast here tonight. This is our first live streamed event of Pacelli Sports. And like I said, we're up here on the roof of Gerke Field, so we have a pretty good view of everything. About 2 minutes left to go in halftime. So stick with us here for another couple of minutes before we get football. It looks like Amherst is just getting ready to take the field, and I imagine that Pacelli is not going to be too far behind them, as we will pick up the CWC 8 matchup in the second quarter. Thank you for joining us on our broadcast here at CentralWisconsinSports.net. We do appreciate you joining us for this highly anticipated CWC 8 matchup. Let's check some scores around the league, actually. I just got a tweet about Shiocton, who seems to be rolling over Manawa 38-0 now, if that tweet is correct. So Shiocton is also undefeated in the CWC 8 so far. And that tweet comes from Mark D at Dud6887. And he's been tweeting me for, I don't know, a lot of the time during these games with CWC 8 updates. So Manawa has their hands full with Shiocton. And of course, everybody knows in the CWC 8 that once Shiocton and Amherst meet up, that's going to be the premier matchup for this conference. So it looks like Pacelli and Amherst are both taking the field now. And we will continue this broadcast once we get play underway, and Pacelli should be Pacelli will be kicking off to Amherst here. 44 seconds left to go. We'll pick up the action here shortly as the second half gets underway, as Pacelli comes out much to the delight of the crowd here in Stevens Point. All right, folks, and we are back here live at Gerke Field in Stevens Point, where Amherst is leading the Pacelli Cardinals 27-0. And the second half is about to get underway, and Pacelli will be kicking to Amherst, and they've got their work cut out for them, down 27-0. Amherst with a dominant first quarter. Amherst is the #1 ranked team among Division V schools in the state of Wisconsin, and they are showing why tonight, scoring 20 points in the first quarter and adding 7 on an interception, return for a touchdown in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Pacelli has 2 turnovers on offense, including 2 interceptions by quarterback Isaac Elliott. However, the Cardinals were moving the ball earlier in the game with some of their big receivers, but penalties were a big problem for them, killing some drives that they had. And so we'll see if they could get something going here right away in the second half. As Elliott is back, number 4, and he will be kicking the ball. And we are underway in the second half, and Groshek takes the kickoff for Amherst and gets a nice run back all the way to about the 43-yard line, maybe 44, depending on where they spot him. So a nice return there for Groshek.
And number 75, Nathan Gladowski, first down, Amherst.
So Amherst will take over at their 44-yard line, 1st and 10, as Groshek steps up to the line, and he will call the play from the shotgun. 4 wide receivers for Amherst, as they've been in pretty much all night long. Number 12 goes in motion, and Groshek steps back. He's got number 25 out in the flat there. Missed tackle as he gets about 8 yards on the play there. So Amherst picking up where they left off in the first half, as Wyatt Brooks catches that one.
Complete to number 25, Wyatt Brooks. Number 33, Craig Hart with tackle.
That'll bring up a second down, and Amherst is right back up to the line as they have been all night in a kind of a hurry-up offense, as Groshek now looks to his left, and another play to the flat area, and that is to number 12, Harry Piotrowski. And that is going to be for a first down. So Amherst wasting no time here early in the second half. Already up 27-0.
Matt Helms, tackle.
So that's a first down, and the ball will be placed at about the 38-yard line, as Amherst goes right back into their offensive set. Groshek takes the pass, and once again another kick out, again to 25. And this time he is wrestled after maybe we'll call it a 5-yard gain and see what they give him officially.
Pass complete to number 25, Wyatt Brooks.
Wyatt Brooks. So they've run basically the same play to both sides of the field to start this second half here. Out patterns to the flats, and they just let their receivers get out there and try to make something happen. Groshek back in the shotgun once again. This time he's looking to his left. Nothing doing, and he's pressured, and there is a big-time sack by number 79 for Pacelli.
By number 79.
That's John Lawless.
Yeah. Lawless.
So Lawless with a big-time sack there, knifing through the line, and that will put the brakes, for the time being anyways, on Amherst's offense as they come back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 now. The ball's on the 43-yard line. Groshek takes the snap, and the handoff goes to Connor Zableski inside, and he is rolling and twisting and fighting and going backwards for yardage there. What a run by Zableski.
Connor Zableski, the ball carrier.
Connor Zableski.
First down, Amherst.
With a monster run. And they'll spot the ball at, looks like it's inside the 20 there, about the 19-yard line. So a huge gain there for Zableski, as Groshek is back, and the pass is on the outside once again to number 12. That's Piotrowski one more time. That same play, they're just crossing those inside receivers to the outside, letting them get out into the flat and trying to make a play from there.
First down, Amherst.
First down and goal to go on the 8-yard line, and Groshek fakes the toss to the back, and there is a touchdown, and that is Zableski. A touchdown, 8-yard touchdown run for Connor Zableski.
6, Connor Zableski with an 8-yard touchdown.
So there's another touchdown for Amherst, and now all of a sudden they're up 33-0 over Pacelli here. We've got 9:30 to go in the third quarter, and that didn't take long for for Amherst to score on that drive. The sack by Lawless held him up there for one play, but it just shows you they've got a lot of offensive weapons here for the Falcons, and they're going to go for 2 on this one as Groshek looks inside, and that is broken up by Shabilsky, I believe. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but Amherst is up on an 8-yard touchdown run by Connor Zableski. So 33-0 now, 9:30 to go in the third quarter. Pacelli down 33-0, and they will be receiving the kickoff from Amherst. Very efficient series there by Amherst, and they were running those kind of out patterns to their receivers, getting the ball to them out in the flats and trying to let them make a play out there. And Zableski had 2 big runs on that drive. So Pacelli will see if they can get something going offensively here. As Amherst lines to kick it up, and the kick is off and taken by Pacelli and stopped at short of the 30-yard line, so we'll call it the 27
Number 34, Matt
or so.
Return.
And
First
Ike Elliott
down,
and the Pacelli offense will try once again against this formidable Amherst defense. We would like to thank everybody for joining us here, our broadcast at Gerke Field and Stevens Point. It's a cool night here, I can tell you that much. Got my fleece on, might need to put my jacket on also here before it's all said and done. So Pacelli lines up. We've got 2 wide receivers to the right. One goes in motion to the left there. And it looks like they were taking a play out of Amherst's book there and trying to get it out in the flats, but that was incomplete. So we've got a 2nd and 10 now. Ball's on the 28-yard line.
Anthony Fasula in on the coverage. 2nd down.
So 2nd down coming up here for Pacelli. 2nd and 10 to go. Ball's on the 28-yard line. Elliott is back in the shotgun. Number 88 goes in motion. Elliott takes the snap and finds 88, and that is Karch in the middle of the field for a nice gain. Gain of about 9 on that one, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for Pacelli. And Pacelli has found themselves in some 3rd and manageable situations tonight, but they, like I said before, they've had penalty problems, and that has set them back mightily. False start penalties, many of them that they had in the first half. So let's see if they can settle on offense here and pick up this 3rd and 1. Ball's on the 37-yard line. 2 receivers, and Ike Elliott is under center this time. Inside handoff goes to Hart, I believe, and I think he's going to be stopped short. Might have even lost just a hair on that, which will bring up a 4th and 1. And why not go for it in this situation? And I think that's exactly what Steve Racek is going to do. So Elliott stays out on the field here. And actually, no. Sullivan is back. O'Sullivan is back, and they are going to punt this one. So with 8:04 left, 4th and 1 situation here. Pacelli is going to punt. Sullivan gets it off. And it's fair caught at about just short of the 30-yard line. So Amherst will take over once again. Up 33-0. We've got about 7:49 left to go in the third quarter here at Gerke Field and Stevens Point. Amherst scored with relative ease on their first drive in the second half here when Connor Zableski punched it in from 8 yards out after ripping off a big run to set up that touchdown. So Amherst firing on all cylinders here through the first part of this game and now in the second half. Groshek is back in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion, and the handoff is kept by Groshek, and he is stumbled his way up for about a 13-yard gain. If he stays on his feet there and makes a move to the outside, he might have actually broken that one for a touchdown. Nonetheless, it's a 13-yard gain, which will set up another first and 10 situation for Amherst. The ball is at about the 43-yard line. And Amherst does not huddle up as Groshek looks to the sideline to get the play called in. In the shotgun now. 4 wide receivers. And Groshek keeps it one more time. This time he does break it to the outside. Now he comes back in, and he is on his horse, and he's running to the left side now to the 15, 10, 5. One player in between him and the touchdown. It's Elliott, and he cannot get him. That's a touchdown for Groshek.
Amherst.
Another touchdown for Amherst.
Number 7, Garrett Groshek.
Groshek with a number of impressive moves there on that one. He broke it off to the left, spun his way around to the middle, had one defender to beat. That was Elliott on the outside. Elliott made a valiant effort at him, tried to slow him down there towards the goal line, but he just couldn't get a hold of him. So Groshek goes in for the score. And that is a 39-0 lead now by Amherst as they attempt the point after conversion. And the snap is botched, and Groshek, look out now. And that was not supposed to work out that way, but it did as Groshek connects with the tight end there.
Pass complete to number 5, Trenton Piotrowski for the 2-point conversion.
They're saying it's Piotrowski there. And so the score stands at 41-0. Amherst is up on Pacelli. And the Cardinals have, I mean, what can you say? Sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw, and that appears to be the case tonight. Even when Amherst makes a mistake, it seems like they do something right. Just and that point after conversion is a perfect example of that. So 7:08 to go here in the third quarter. Pacelli now losing 41-0. And the Cardinals will take this kickoff and see if they can get something going here offensively against this Falcons defense. So Groshek with a long touchdown run there, followed by an extra point, 2-point conversion that was good. And that kick return is bottled up right before the 30-yard line. It's been basically the starting field position for Pacelli all night, roughly about the 29-yard line. So they'll start their next drive. 6:57 to go here in the third quarter. Ball's at the 29-yard line. First down for Pacelli.
First down, Pacelli.
So the Cardinals come up to the line now. Ike Elliott is back in shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the snap, looks to the middle of the field, and now he goes off to the left, and that's O'Sullivan. It's off into his hands.
Elliott's pass intended for number 1, Brett O'Sullivan, incomplete.
And that is an incompletion, so we'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 24-yard line. Folks, we do want to thank you for joining us on our broadcast here tonight. This is our first live streaming broadcast of Pacelli football. First of many, we hope. Feel free to give us your comments in the social stream so we can get a sense of how everything sounds and looks to you folks at home, as the Cardinals line up once again with 4 receivers. Sends the receiver in motion. Elliott sees an opening in the middle, and he is taken down at about the 25-yard line for a gain of 1 yard. So it'll bring up a third and about 9 yards to go. 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. Amherst is all over Pacelli in this one, 41-0. So on a 3rd and 9 at the 25-yard line, Elliott's back in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He looks to his left, and that ball's batted down, and it's intercepted. Number 52 with the interception. He is taken down.
Intercepted by number 52, Tyler Biadish.
There is penalty flags on the play here, and Amherst is signaling that it's against Pacelli, possibly a holding penalty, and this interception is going to stand. That interception was by number 52, Tyler Biadish, and he's had a heck of a game tonight.
First down, Amherst.
So Amherst will have a first down on the 25-yard line. 3rd interception tonight for Isaac Elliott as Amherst takes over on offense, and here comes Groshek once again for the Falcons. And Pacelli lines up on defense. So Groshek with his 4 receivers, 1 back, which they've been in that setup pretty much all night. And the handoff goes inside, and that's number 34, Austin Bolte.
Number 34, Austin Bolte.
And that's a 10-yard gain, and they're going to give him a first. Are they going to give him a first down on that or no? Oh, yeah, I guess he's a little bit short. So we'll have about a 2nd and a 1 to go here. Ball's on the 16-yard line. Amherst is already up 41-0, looking to score here once again. Groshek in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion, and handoff is inside again, and that's number 34 one more time, and he's stopped for a minimal gain, but that will give them a first down.
Austin Bolte, the ball carrier. Tackled by number
Bolte once again on the carry.
First down, Amherst.
So first down, and the ball's on the 14-yard line, so in theory, Falcons could get another first down before they are in a down and goal situation. Groshek looking to his left. He's going to pass it. Now he brings it back in, and the pass gets off, and that is off the hands of, is that Bolte again? And it falls incomplete. No, that was 26 this time. Glodowski. Mitchell Glodowski. Unable to bring that one in. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. Amherst up 41-0 over Pacelli. And Groshek back in the shotgun once again. Handoff goes inside, and that's Bolte for about a 5-yard gain, so that'll bring down up a 3rd and 5 situation here for Amherst.
3rd down.
3rd and 5 to go. Ball's on the 9-yard line. 2:13 left in the third quarter. Amherst up 41-0 over Pacelli. Groshek in the shotgun looks things over. Receiver goes in motion. And Groshek looks to pass, and now he knifes his way up the middle, and he is going to be extremely close to a first down, and it looks like they're going to give it to him as he got to the 4-yard line. So on a 3rd and 5, they pick up about 6, and now it's a 1st and goal situation for Amherst. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Groshek looking things over once again from the shotgun. Oh, and the snap is bad as Groshek had to jump up to get that one, but somehow he corralled it and then fell forward for about 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Ball will be at the 2-yard line.
2nd down.
And Amherst, again, just wasting no time whatsoever on offense. I mean, they get plays in fast. Everybody gets lined up. They never huddle up. And Groshek just calls the play from the shotgun usually. So Pacelli looking to stiffen up here, and that's number 34, and he is in for the touchdown. So that's a 2-yard touchdown for number 34. That's
Number 34,
Austin Bolte.
with the touchdown run.
So everybody getting in on the action here tonight for Amherst as they take a 47-0 lead with 54 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And they will attempt the point after as Garth Groshek gets back, and the snap was botched the last time, so this time is clean and it's up and it is good.
Extra point attempt is good.
So 48-0 now. Amherst is all over the Cardinals of Pacelli. 48-0. Just under a minute to go in the third quarter as Pacelli will take over once again on offense after Pacelli's last drive was halted by an interception by number 52. That was Tyler Biotish of Amherst, and then they drove in for another touchdown. Well, it's like I said, folks, sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw and there's not much you can do about it, and that appears to be the case tonight here as Amherst is firing on all cylinders, and Pacelli, combination of penalties in the first half and turnovers. It's been kind of a difficult night for them offensively and defensively. Of course, Amherst is one of the top teams in the state, ranked number 1 currently among Division 5 schools, and here's the kickoff, and that one's going to go to Hart, and Hart takes it at about the 15, and he runs his way up to the 30 as Pacelli will start their next drive at the 30-yard line. Under 45 seconds here to go in the third quarter. We do appreciate you coming out for our broadcast tonight. Please tell your friends about it. This is our first live streaming broadcast of Pacelli Sports, first of many, we hope. And we are on top of the roof here at Gerke Field with our trusty webcam and Macintosh computer and about 7,000 miles of extension cords and other cords. Ike Elliott steps under center, and the handoff is to the up back. I believe that's Hart. And he pushes ahead for, we'll say, 3 yards. Nice little run there by Hart. And Pacelli hasn't run the ball very much tonight. They have largely passed to their big wide receivers.
33, Craig Hart, the ball carrier. At the end of the fourth quarter, your score.
And that is the third quarter, so it's 48-0 now. Amherst in the third quarter, and the teams will switch sides. We'll step away for just a brief second here as they do so. Thank you for joining us here on CentralWisconsinSports.net. And Bob James 55, I did just get your message there. We're happy to be here and give you some coverage. Like I said, this is our first streaming attempt of Pacelli Sports. We did do a Spash game early in the season, their first game here at Gerke. This is actually running off of a little bit of a different system, but seems to be running pretty smoothly so far. So we're glad to have you aboard, and keep us in mind for the future as we develop our streaming schedule for not only football, but moving into the winter sports. We will stream some basketball games, and beyond that, we will have some other games also. So thanks for joining us here tonight. Like I said, on a cool night here in Gerke Field, there appears to be a little bit of fog in the air, some kind of mist or condensation or clouds, or I don't know exactly what it is, but it is chilly here. But there's nothing chilly about the Amherst offense. 48 points here through 3 quarters. Still have 12 minutes left to play. Pacelli unable to get into the end zone or score any points to this point. But we'll see what they've got here in the fourth quarter. In a situation like this, I mean, you're just looking for positives, you know. You want to pick up a couple of first downs and make it a competitive quarter here in the fourth. So let's see if we can check any scores around the league here. Shackton was up big over Manawa earlier. Port Edwards won big today too. Oh, Nancy Chick is also watching us through the magic of the internet, so we're glad to have Nancy on board as Elliott gets under center for a 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line. Handoff goes to Hart, and Hart finds an opening, and they fumbles, and that's recovered by Amherst. That's just the way it's going tonight for Pacelli, folks. Hart with a beautiful run there of about 8 yards, but the ball came loose, and number 10 fell on that, and that is Brandon Petrowski. And like I said, sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw like this, and there's not much you can do about it. So nice play there. Nice run by Hart. I mean, beautiful run. It's just, the ball came out, and then it just dropped right in front of the, Amherst player. So not much you can do about that one either. So Pacelli's defense will take over. We're at about 11:18 to go in the third quarter, and they are down 48-0. And we have a timeout here. Apparently, Amherst didn't like something they saw there, apparently. And it looks like Groshek will be out now, and we have a new quarterback for Amherst. That is Petrowski, who just fell on that fumble. So Groshek is out after a monster night on offense, and Petrowski, who collected that fumble from Hart just a moment ago, he takes over at quarterback for Amherst. We'll probably, I would imagine, see quite a few running plays from the Falcons now, as they will look to kind of wind this clock down with 11:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. So I see, yes, Nancy Chick is here watching us. We have, probably 6-7 other people who've been with us for most of the game. We got up to 10 at one point, which is kind of cool. But I must have done something to scare him off. I don't know what that would be. So, tell your friends about it if you can, because here we are. We're watching football. It's Friday Night Lights, man. So, Petrowski takes over at quarterback. And the ball goes to... And he keeps it. It actually keeps the ball Petrowski, and he picks up about 15 yards on that play. Nice run there by Piotrowski. So he comes in after collecting a fumble on defense, and his first offensive play at quarterback is about a 15-yard gain. So Amherst will have a 1st and 10 now at about the 42-yard line. 26. Started at the 42, so now they're at the 26-yard line. 10:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Piotrowski hands it off this time, and Pacelli meets number 28, Dustin Borgen.
Number 28, Dustin Borgen, the ball carrier.
And not much of a gain on that one. We'll say, I don't know if they're going to give him any gain at all. I think it looked like he was stuffed pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. So we got a 2nd and 10, ball still at the 26-yard line. Again, if you're Pacelli's defense here, now, even though Groshek is out of the game, Piotrowski has obviously shown that he can run too, but they got to feel good about trying to get a stop here if they're able to stop the Falcons and then take over on offense. So Piotrowski hands off that time. It goes to number 4, and that's the quick Dalton Nemzov. And not much of a gain there either. Maybe a gain of 1. So it brings up a 3rd and 9, say 9.5, so close to 10. And Pacelli's looking to... actually, he lost 2 yards on that play, so we'll say it's 3rd and 12. Pacelli looking to stop them here on a 3rd and 12, 9:13 to go in the fourth quarter. And the defense looking for a big stop here against the Falcons offense. And Piotrowski holds on to that one, and he is met in the hole there. That's big number 76. Kirby Lawless, who made the stop on that attempt, and that'll bring up a 4th down for Amherst. And I would assume that Amherst is probably just going to go for it here, considering the fact that maybe they're trying to run a little bit of clock, and they can't really, there's no sense in punting it really from the 26-yard line. So they will be going for it here. It's a 4th and 10 on the 26-yard line. Pacelli looking for a big stop here as the mist kind of descends on Gerke Field, and that is to number 28, Dustin Borgen, and he is definitely stopped short after a gain of maybe 2 yards. So Pacelli will take over on offense after their defense does a nice job of holding the Falcons in check. Ball will be at the 25-yard line, and see if the Cardinals offense can't get a little bit something going here after a very difficult night. 7:56 to go here in the final quarter of this game. Once again, we do appreciate you joining us. I know that there are third-party ads that pop up every once in a while, and those are pretty annoying, and that's just the system that we have to work with so far, so thanks for sticking with us through that as Elliott hands it off inside to Hart, and Hart takes it a little bit to the left, and he will gain about 3 yards on that play. Another decent run by Hart.
5, Trenton Piotrowski. Tackle. 2nd down.
See old Scott Williams from the Stevens Point Journal down there on the sideline, working his magic. Some other media was here earlier. Looks like they've kind of headed for the hills, though, as Elliott's back, and he throws it up for O'Sullivan. Oh, he bobbles it and makes a catch, but then he loses it out of bounds, and there's a flag on that play, which is probably going to be a pass interference play. And it will be
flag on the play.
A pass interference play.
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty.
First down.
That was a heck of an effort by O'Sullivan. He didn't come in, wasn't able to come up with the ball, and was probably going to be outside or out of bounds even if he did come up with the ball. But good effort on his part there to keep that alive, and he did pick up the penalty. So Pacelli will march off 15 yards here, and they will start a 1st and 10 just beyond the 40-yard line. So we'll call it the 40 and a half. If there were such a yard line marker on the field, that's exactly where he would be. So Elliott under center once again. And the handoff goes to number 20, and that's Carson Kudrowski. And might have lost a yard on that play. Clock continues to roll. 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd down.
And Amherst is up 48-0 over the Cardinals. Here we are in the 4th quarter, as Pacelli looking to get something going on offense here and kind of work on things moving forward into next week. O'Sullivan with another grab there, and he is taken down after about a 6-yard gain. We'll give him 7 yards on that catch, and they'll bring down up a 3rd down. And about 5 yards to go. So the ball is now on the 46. And as you can hear, Pacelli's fans are still cheering on their team as Pacelli looks to gain a 1st down here, and that's offsides on the Falcons. And that should, I think that is going to give Pacelli a 1st down, isn't it? 3rd and 5 to go. Yep, they're going to go ahead and give him a 1st down. So the Cardinals are helped out a little bit by a miscue on defense there from the Amherst Falcons. We're inside of 5 minutes to go here as the mist continues to descend on Gerke Field. There's a nice catch by number 88 for Pacelli. Big gain there of about 11 yards. And that is Christopher Karch. Karch has been involved in a few plays today here. And that was a nice catch, taking him to the right sideline for another 1st down. Inside of 5 minutes to go now. Amherst is 48, and Pacelli still looking to break into the end zone here for a score, as the Cardinals hurry up to the line. Elliott under center this time as opposed to being in the shotgun. Handoff goes up to Must have been Hart. And Hart, I think, got back to the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up 1 yard on that play, so it'll bring up a second down. Second down and 9 to go. The ball's on the 36-yard line. We're in the fourth quarter here. Amherst leading 48-0. Elliott fakes the handoff, turns to his left, and he has got Kudrowski, and that is a lot of running room ahead of him, and Kudrowski gets all the way down to the 15-yard line. So nice play there, well-designed play by Pacelli.
First down,
as Elliott looked to his right and then had a screen set up to the left, and Kudrowski caught it and had blockers out in front of him and got all the way down to the 15-yard line. So nice play there by Pacelli, and they're knocking on the door now at the 15-yard line. Elliott backed pass, throws it up to O'Sullivan, and it's a catch. Oh! O'Sullivan is broken up in the end zone. That was a nice defensive play there. Cleaning up by, I believe it is number 23 on that play, Amaziah McCall, and he broke that play up. And that's what they like to do with O'Sullivan. He's a good basketball player. You get him down in the end zone, just throw the ball up and make it a jump ball kind of situation. And unfortunately, he couldn't come down with that one. But nice defensive play there, too, by Amherst. 2:27 to go now in the fourth. And there's another pass play, and that's O'Sullivan once again. And he fights off the receiver and catches it, and that's a touchdown for Pacelli. Touchdown Pacelli, 15-yard TD pass.
Number 4, Isaac Elliott with a 15-yard touchdown pass to number 1, Brett
O'Sullivan, and that was a jump ball situation once again, and O'Sullivan kind of got tangled up with the defensive back, and I don't think he did anything illegal, pushing off or anything like that, but he just got enough separation right at the end to come up with that touchdown. What a nice lift for Pacelli here, as they will go for 2 points on the conversion. And Elliott's taking it to the outside, fakes it back into the inside, and jumps over the defender, and he will score. So that is a 2-point conversion for Pacelli, and they finally get some points on the board. So it is 48-8.
Amherst 48, Pacelli 8.
And that's a big confidence builder for Pacelli moving forward here. They shut out Wittenberg-Burnham last week, 21-0, and almost got the tables turned on them this week, but that shows a lot of heart by their offense there. Nice screen pass to Kudrowski that set up the touchdown, and then they just let O'Sullivan run into the end zone and served up some jump ball situations to him. So Pacelli gets on the board with 2:17 left in the fourth quarter. They're down 48-8, and this one is, pretty much academic at this point, but again, Pacelli showing a lot of heart here and staying in this game to the end and not mailing it in. So the Cardinals with a nice late score here in this game, and that will be something that they can hopefully build on for their game next week. So Pacelli will be kicking off here to Amherst, and Amherst has lifted some of their starting players on offense, as number 10 has gotten some playing time here, and it's Brandon Piotrowski. He will be back to receive this kick, and Elliott will be kicking it for Pacelli. And there's the kick, and it rolls out of bounds at about the 29-yard line, which is a penalty. Still 2:17 left to go here, as this one starts to wind down, and it will likely be Amherst's last offensive series, depending on, I guess, a number of factors, but you would think that their motivation at this point would probably be to run out the clock. So we'll see what happens here as the Amherst offense looks to go back to work. Once again, we do want to thank you for joining us on our live broadcast of Pacelli football here at Gerke Field and Stevens Point as the handoff goes inside and is good for about 10 yards. That might be a first down even. Hard to tell from this angle. A little bit short, maybe about a half yard short of a first down. So Pacelli looking to close this, close it out on defense here.
Second down.
As Amherst is going to win this football game. Score right now is 48-8, and we've got about a minute and a half left. We do want to thank you for joining us here on our broadcast of Pacelli football on CentralWisconsinSports.net. Be sure to check back with us as we will be streaming more games in the future. There's another running play by Amherst, and as they continue to wind the clock down.
Tackled by number 81, Stanton Olaszewski.
.54 seconds left to go in this one. And there's another running play right up the middle. And that's an Amherst gain of about 3 or 4 yards with 30 seconds left to go. Folks, we do want to thank you for joining us here at Gerke Field and Stevens Point. Like I said, check back with the website. We will have a full game report up later tonight, and we will also be streaming more games in the future. Clock is winding down here, and Amherst is going to win this game by a score of 48-8. So Amherst winners tonight over Pacelli. Amherst remains undefeated at 4-0 on the season, while Pacelli falls to 2-2. Thank you very much for joining us here on CentralWisconsinSports.net. Check for the game report later on tonight or tomorrow morning. Thank you once again, and we are going to sign off.
And as always, please drive home safely.